Hello, this is Team 10, and for our MEGN 200 project, we chose to focus on housing security. So, what's the problem here? And that is security. And there's plenty of things in the world right now that focus on security, whether it be housing or just security in general. But there's always ways to be more secure, and it's always better to be more safe than sorry. So we solved it with our project, the TrapMat. And so the benefits of the TrapMat is that it is undetectable. So all it does is hide under your front door mat or any mat in your house. It also is very easy to travel. It doesn't really require any installation time, and all the installation that requires can be done by you yourself. It's very reliable, and it's really hard to trick the system into having someone not be detected, and it cooperates with other security systems such as a Ring doorbell or any of those sort of systems, and it's also a cheap one-time purchase. All right, and now we have a real-life example of our prototype working in a real-life situation.
So how are you feeling about the finals tomorrow?
I feel pretty good. I've been studying a lot. Yeah. Oh my god, I just got a text. There's an intruder at the door.
Oh my gosh.
Our security box is intruder.
I know you're out there. So here's the pressure plate module that goes underneath the doormat. Basically, it reads the voltage value that it reads on the pressure plate. It's underneath here. When you press on it, the value goes high and the intruder is state 1. When I let go, it goes to 0 and the intruder is at state 0. So this is the home module that shows whether there's an intruder or not on an LCD screen. So when you press on the pressure plate, it should show that there's an intruder alert. And when you let go, it should say secure. There is a little bit of a delay on the text message because the ESP32 has to connect to the Wi-Fi before it can send a text message. But as you can see, it's only about a 10 to 15 second delay. Now I will do that one more time to show that it is secure right now. I am pressing on it. There's an intruder alert. And I let go, and there's no longer an intruder alert. And one more text. That one was a little bit quicker because the ESP connected to the Wi-Fi a little bit faster. So this system is just a battery-powered prototype. Ideally, it would be connected to your home power in a real setting. So the ESP32 is connected to an average phone battery pack here. The Arduino that connects to the LCD is connected to a 9-volt battery, and the pressure plate is also connected to a different 9-volt battery.
And if we were given the opportunity to make an official product out of this system, first we would have the pressure plate be more dispersed so that the doormat would be able to sense that intruder no matter where. And we would also have the interior home module be more tailored to whatever the customer would want, whether that be a smaller box or a better screen or whatever the customer would prefer. All right, so and here are our wiring diagrams. You can see that each module in of itself is very small and compact module, which means it can fit basically anywhere you need it. And also from these diagrams, you can also see how you would wire every single subsystem.
Go.
So basically, the TrapMat consists of a pressure plate under your doormat, which is really easy to install. And when pressure is sensed, it will send a signal to your home module, which will then alert you through a text or something printed to your LCD screen. And here's our code flowchart. So again, the pressure plate value is read, and that's read as a resistance, and it kind of just depends on how you calibrate it. But then if the value is above a certain threshold, then the intruder variable is true, and then it will print out intruder alert to your LCD screen and send you a text. And if it's not above that value, it will still send to your home module, but it will only print out secure to your LCD.
Okay, so this is our ESP32 texting module. Most of it is example code that we were given, permission was granted. Basically, the part that I added was the NRF radio code, and that's basically this loop down here that says if the intruder value is true, then it sends the text message. And how it does that is through this example code. It basically has a URL encoded in it, and it uses the Wi-Fi that the ESP32 can connect to, and it sends that through the internet, and the URL that's encoded can send a text message through a bot on WhatsApp.
So here we have our pressure plate / transmitter code, and how it works is a loop constantly reads the value coming in through the pressure plate, and after you calibrate your pressure plate to be a certain value, in this case our calibrated value is 200, if this value rises above that point through pressure, it'll set our state value to true, and once it reads the state value is true, it'll send that to the transmitter, which will then act on it and either send you a text message or read secure.
So the most important part of our receiver code is in the loop, where it just receives the data packet and it checks whether the intruder variable is true, and if it's true, then it prints the alert to the LCD screen, and if it is false, then it simply prints secure.